5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Take off. What's going on, everybody? It's episode number 4 of the Empty Space Podcast. It is me, it is Nick, and it is Belmont today. This is honestly one of my favorite podcasts we've done, so please get ready for a good one. They didn't announce anything, honestly, about hockey, too.
I know.
Yes. But Stinky Sock sent out an email to us saying we're going to try and start after this Saturday, but with the guidelines. Yeah. There's no guidelines.
Yeah, after 9:30.
Yeah, the early... Whatever, it's stupid. Anyways, today we're getting into Belmont.
Hell yeah.
Belmont, everybody.
Love Belmont.
This is one of Batch's favorites, so it's going to be a good one for sure.
Yeah, definitely a more recent favorite of mine that I just recently discovered, actually, not too long ago.
Yeah. So Belmont, for all those who don't know, they're from Chicago, Illinois. They're an easycore pop punk alternative rock, as they like to call it on any social media you'll pretty much see. They started in 2014, so they're kind of new actually, just because their EPs dropped early 2017. So basically they just dropped an album in 2020. But anyways, they started in 2014. The labels they were on was Mutant League and Pure Noise, of course. Shout out.
We know who else is on Pure Noise, baby.
They have, how many albums do they have, Batchy?
One
album. And the other ones are EPs?
Yeah.
So Reflections is what they dropped in 2020.
Yeah, that's a 6-song EP.
So Reflections isn't even an album?
Mm-mm.
So self-titled's an EP too, right?
No, self-titled's the album.
So self-titled's the album, okay.
Vicissitude is 2015 EP. Between You and Me was 2016. Then self-titled came out in 2017. Mm-hmm. And then 2020 was Reflections.
And a fun fact about, how do you say that? Vicissitude?
I don't know.
A fun fact about Vicissitude, their first EP that they dropped in 2015, was actually produced by Matt from Citizens, the band Citizens, another pop punk band out there. I didn't know that. I just found that out, which was pretty freaking cool because I like Citizens.
That's interesting. The internet is a crazy place.
But yeah, so we're going to go over Belmont. That was just a little backdrop about them. Actually, yeah. I'm going to let you take it over, bud, because you are a Belmont fanatic.
Hell yeah. So, what do you want to know about Belmont, Steve?
I want to know what the hell is Belmont and what makes them good, dude, because honestly,
I've never heard of them. Sick. You know who Belmont is. Don't play dumb, Steven.
That doesn't ring a bell.
Stop being an asshole. No, but Belmont is fucking sick. If you haven't checked out Belmont, you can't go wrong. I don't think you can go wrong anywhere, right?
Absolutely not. Not with Belmont. They're pretty much stay the same from everything I've listened to.
They have everything from insane vocals, insane drums, crazy breakdowns. The guitars are fucking out of this world. Everything about the lyrics are crazy. Just everything about this band is they're just awesome. And they haven't been around for very long, so the future's pretty fucking bright for this band, I'd say.
I have to agree with you. I'd have to agree with you. Yeah. My feelings on them is the same as yours, dude. Literally, they're catchy as fuck.
They are.
They are so catchy. And if any of you, to me, the music they make is kind of just the music, not the vocals, is kind of like hardcore. I could hear metal. I could hear metal or hardcore vocals over them. The drums, the double bass is insane. Normally you don't hear that in pop punk a lot, but these guys, their double bass is absolutely filthy.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, they're catchy as fuck, man.
And they throw in these crazy breakdowns. Sometimes it's at the beginning of a song. Sometimes it's in the middle. It's at the end. Like it's just they hit you with this wild ass breakdown sometimes.
Absolutely. Are you burping? Are you okay?
Yeah, I muted myself.
Oh,
So you wouldn't hear me burp.
oh, bro, I was like looking at you like, what? I thought this kid was about to like puke. He's kind of
No,
like,
no, no.
but I couldn't see it.
It was like one of those burps that like come from the bottom of the diaphragm.
Oh, the
And
diaphragm.
yeah. So
Anyways, Batch, I want to ask you because, like, for
yeah.
myself, I had
Okay.
my own like opinions on them and stuff like that, and obviously we share
Yeah.
very similar opinions on this band and what they mean. But like, you are way more involved with them than I was, and what caught your attention with these guys? Because we actually never really got into Belmont talking. Even in our car rides, we just kind of jammed to them, and you just be like, "They're fucking sick, man! Like, listen to this shit!" Like, what,
Yeah.
dude? What is it that like got you like so hooked, and like, what is it that continues to keep you hooked with Belmont?
I don't like it's got to be like the lyrics and just I think it's just everything, dude. Like it sounds corny to say, but like they're just everything. Like the music is so good, the lyrics are so good, the vocals are out of control. Like it's like they just get it. Like they just make such good music. Like as a whole, like the entire product is so good with them. Like there isn't like one. You know, some bands you can like sit there and like like you'll be like, yeah, they're really good, but like I wish the music was a little harder, or like this doesn't really match that, and that doesn't really go with this. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like with Belmont, everything kind of just like goes together with them. Like that's what I think makes them so good and so catchy and so like draws me into them.
What separates them from like previous bands that we've gone through? Because like I know a lot of the bands we talk to, like talk about like and are going to talk about have a lot of like we say the lyrics mean like a lot, and that's kind of like the
Right.
thing. And I know most bands, I feel like people just get attached to the lyrics in
Which I
general.
mean, their lyrics are right there with all like their lyrics are top notch too. Like
Hmm.
their lyrics are great. But like what separates them from like a movements?
Yeah, what separates them from like the previous bands we've listed, and even
Well,
like the Neck Deeps and like the Green Days and all that stuff? What's gonna separate them to make them stand out, or is it something that like they just
I
do it a
would
little differently?
I think it's just the how different they are, like how it's like you said, they took like easy core and pop punk and mixed it together so well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I guess that's what separates them from everybody else is like you don't really hear that from like Neck Deep really. Like Neck Deep's like you hear Neck Deep and you know Neck Deep's pop punk.
Yeah, I
You know,
agree
I
with
think
that.
that's kind of like what makes movements stand out so much is they're like a mix
Yeah.
of two, three genres thrown into one.
And not only that, but like for movements, anybody who actually listened to them like and does listen to them, they're more like low key, mellow out music with a couple
Yeah,
like heavy slams in there. But if you listen to Belmont, you're gonna get the heavy slams the whole time, like the
yeah,
whole
like
time.
crazy breakdowns. I keep telling you about these breakdowns. Like,
I'm telling you, it's literally hardcore music, like without the
yeah,
vocals being. It's like pop punk vocals. It's like if you were to have a neck deep vocals with like the Ghosts Inside music, like it's so weird, but it fits so well.
it does, and it's like the lyrics match it too. Like the lyrics just like go so well with everything.
I noticed in their songs, from what I've noticed in a lot of their songs, the lead singer he talks about how he deals with problems and situations, but he
Yes,
tends but he tends to beat himself up a lot. Like
yeah, like
in
it's almost like emo-y in a way.
it
Like
kind of has that
it's
feel,
the, you know what I mean? Like it's like super like almost it's almost emo too at the same time. Like the just
but
like
he's
the
he's doing it so it's weird because normally when you hear when you think of emo, what the hell is emo? It sounds like some sort of milk you'd get from like Australia. But normally when you think of emo, you think of like I'm Not Okay by MCR. You think of like Cut My Wrist and Black My Eyes. It's like this
Yeah.
like whininess, but like he just doesn't have that type of voice. And like,
No.
but he beats himself up a lot, but he also is very self-aware. So it's kind of cool because he talks about his issues in like, so he'll be like talking about like, I wish I was better at, talking to so and so because I always feel like a
He's big
failure.
on like talking, like his like a lot of the lyrics are like, I didn't say this when I should have, and I was tongue tied here when I shouldn't have been. And it's like a lot of his things are like, I can't find the right words to say, which we'll get into when
But
we
it's
start
cool.
breaking
But it's
stuff.
on that note, dude. It's cool because like that's being self-aware, and like if
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
self-aware, how are you gonna grow from it? So I feel like obviously these lyrics you could have had for years. You could be struggling through it, but like the fact that he's so self-aware in his lyrics and is willing to put it out there, whether it's a story or he actually goes through it, I just believe he actually went through it. It's really cool to see him be so self-aware about that
Right,
stuff.
yeah. No, definitely it is. I agree.
But yeah, man.
I think I think that's just what separates them is like, they're just so it's like you said, like I brought up like the music part of it and like the hardcore music part, and then you just brought up like his lyrics and how he's self-aware. Like I don't know, you don't really hear much of that like in pop punk a lot, I guess. Would you say a lot of them are self-aware?
Um, I mean, I'm self-aware. I mean, he's so. When I say this, guys, what's the damn lead singer's name, dude?
Taz Johnson.
Taz Johnson. All right, thank you. So when I say he's self-aware, I mean he's more vocal about his issues and his problems and things he's been through, and he describes it in a story. He's not so much saying like some pop punk will be self-aware, but in the sense of like, I'm very upset right now. I wish things could change.
Yeah.
I'm holding on to hope, but I know that nothing will come. He's self-aware in the sense of he explains it more of in a story sense, as if like one of his lyrics, I'm just going to throw it out there. He says in Pushing Daisies off
Mm.
their self-titled album. I'm sure you're going to get into it. So
Oh,
please get
dude.
into it. Hold on though.
So
So
fucking sick.
hold that thought, because he says in this, I want to stay on that thought. He says, I'm too busy looking in the places that I'll never belong. Okay. I'm too busy looking in the places that I'll never belong. So I feel like that's super self-aware, but it's also he's beating himself up rather
Yeah.
than those cliche lyrics that you'd hear in some pop punk. But he also follows it up, not right after, but later on. He says, I'm seduced by my own self-abuse. Think about that line.
Yes.
I'm seduced by my own self-abuse. That's a heavy line.
It
And that's
is,
kind of
dude.
that line right there, and I picked that line right there. I'm seduced by my own self-abuse. That's kind of how his lyrics are.
Yeah.
That's kind of how his lyrics are.
Exactly. No, definitely. And I mean, we'll get into it. Fuck it. Um, so like that's obviously one of your top tracks, correct?
Oh, that is my top track.
That's your number one?
That is my number one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's your number one Belmont
Yeah. You
song.
sound disappointed.
No, 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 no. That's fine. That's fine. Did you um have anything else to add onto that, or was
I
that it?
mean, I just I
Why is that your favorite song? Let me.
because it hits home.
Yeah.
Because I feel it the most. It hits home in the sense like that lyric I repeated 4 times now. I'm gonna say it again. I'm seduced by my own self abuse. That's something like in myself I found to be true, but it's
Mhm.
also something I feel like we hide.
Yes.
Because there's things that we do. There's self abuse that we do, right? In whatever terms that may be, whether
It
like
could be like self-destructive or
exactly you beat.
like
So for me, for example, why this song hits. So self abuse in the sense like I'll beat myself up over. I'll have like an anxiety thing going on, like oh I should have done this. I'm having a hard time because I should have done it this way, and I'll literally just beat myself up over and over. Or if it's like OCD related, something compulsive where like let's just say I had to wash my hands like 16 times, like no exaggeration. This is something I still struggle with. And let's just say I have to do that over and over and over. I'm literally abusing my hands are turning, my hands are turning like ashy, the cracking, they're bleeding. But at the same time that I'm doing this, because my brain thinks it's okay to do this because you'll feel better, it makes me feel better. So I'm seducing myself by giving into the compulsiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And that can also be said with my anxiety, where it's I'm staying up till 3 a.m. because my goddamn mind won't shut off and it's thinking these crazy thoughts. But there's a part of me that, like, if I don't go to bed and don't have some sort of anxiety and I'm actually falling asleep normally, there's some part of me that's like, why isn't this happening? And it doesn't feel right. It feels right when I'm happening, but not at the moment. It's almost like when you have an
Right.
anxiety attack and when you hit that point of coming back and you're like, oh my God, I'm okay. You're just like,
Like you
whew,
can catch your
oh.
breath again.
Yeah, that it's almost an addiction in a sense. But going back to the line, I'm so seduced by my own self abuse. That's why that song stuck out to me, was because
Yeah.
I do a lot of self abuse, and a lot of people do, even in the smaller ways of doing that, like cutting someone off and thinking, "Oh my God, why did I do that?" Like, and then you beat yourself up all the way to work because you cut someone off, and you think karma's going to get you, or you just feel like an idiot. And I know some people don't give a fuck because we're from Massachusetts and we just ride people's asses, and they're going 80 in a fucking 65. But
Right.
regardless of that, that's why I like that song so much, dude.
Yeah, I dig it, man. That's a good song for sure.
Is that one of your tops, or did you have what was your top?
No.
Hit me up, hit me with the top, bro.
No,
I got a.
I'm not hitting you with the
You don't
top
want to hit
yet.
me with the top?
No, not yet. I'll hit
You
you
want to?
with the first Belmont song I ever heard.
All right, go ahead.
Hollowed Out.
Ooh,
Was that on
ooh,
your
that
list?
wasn't on my list.
That's a doozy. That song, I don't know why, but I just like I heard it and I was like, this band is sick. Like, listen, that's all I listened to. Like, was Hollowed Out for like I didn't get into any more Belmont for like a week. I just listened to Hollowed Out. Whenever it would come on, I'd listen to it. And like some of the lyrics just like really like stuck out. Like when it first starts out, I'm hollowed out where a bright crux used to be. I'm shredding my skin like you wouldn't believe. I couldn't help myself, I just needed to grieve.
Break that down again.
I'm hollowed out where a bright crux used to be. I'm shredding my skin like you wouldn't believe. I couldn't help myself, I just needed to grieve.
Mm,
Like I was like, holy fuck, that was deep. Like
mm.
you can take like shredding your skin however you want. You know what I mean?
How did you take that line?
Like when
What hit you? How did that
so
line?
like when I get like anxious or like worked up or something, you've probably seen me do it. Like I pick at my hands.
Oh fuck, that's right, you do.
Like I
Wow,
pick
dude,
at
that
them.
that didn't even. Wow. Okay, yeah, go ahead, man.
So like that's how I took it. Like shredding my skin cuz like when I get like anxious, worked up, whatever, that's what I do. Is I pick the fuck out of them. And like I'll pick them so bad I'll give myself you've seen it, the blisters and stuff.
Blisters, yeah.
Like I'll pick so bad I'll give myself blisters and then whatever happens after that like is a normal blister thing. But yeah, like that's how I like. And there's other people like you could take it the other way too. Like when you're having anxiety, it feels like you're coming out of your skin almost in a way. Like you know what I mean? Like you're
Very
like
true.
your skin's like crawling.
Dude, I've literally had times where I've had to like grab my head and just like I just can't, I just want it to end.
Yeah.
And on top of your finger like picking thing, like I bite the inside of my lip till it starts bleeding. And no
Mm-hmm.
one can see this, so it's just like you can't tell. I could literally be sitting on a bus with 30 other people and I'm just like gnawing at my lip like this, but I'm really so anxious, or I'm having like some sort of like anxiety thing going on, that I'm picking at my inner mouth. Yeah, man, that's cool. Not cool that
Yeah.
it happens, but
No, but like yeah, that lyric I thought was like really cool. And sick breakdown in that song too. Just like pretty much every other one. Just a crazy ass
you can
breakdown.
pretty much, like every song, you can pretty much guarantee some sort of breakdown from Belmont.
Yeah, and then you obviously have heard the chorus before. Like
Mhm.
I'm tongue tied inside with a little bit of lust mixed in to mold myself this solitude. I let so, the
Start that over there, Bachi.
I'm tongue tied inside with a little bit of lust mixed in to mold myself this solitude I live in. Pretend like I'm never gonna need a friend again. I'll keep myself intact. Like I just thought that was like that was so he's basically saying that he built this like his own solitude. He made it himself, and he knows he did it himself, but he's acting like he doesn't need any friends or anyone,
Hmm.
and it'll keep him intact from getting hurt.
Hmm.
Basically, that's the
Yeah.
way I took it.
Yeah. No, that's how I see it too, man.
And that's exactly how I am. Like, I don't say anything, but on the inside, I'm like screaming. And then I put like, I like isolate myself
Yeah.
and act like I don't need anyone. So I don't have to deal with I don't have to deal with like being hurt or anything. That's what I do.
Hmm.
So that's why
Why
that,
do you think we do that, like as humans, or just as yourself? I
I
guess
think
because
it's just a
everyone's different.
defense mechanism, man. Like, honestly, because I feel like once you get scorched once, like your mind, whether you know it or not, is like, yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah.
So like you keep things to yourself, you don't say things, you kind of just hang by yourself in like your own solitude and pretend you don't need anyone. When in
It's
reality you do. You
very
always do.
true. Why is it that when people try to help us or look out for us, why is our first, for some people, I should say, why is it like that we push them away? Just because we want that? Like, I'm asking you, like, I have my, like, I feel like we're very similar, but I'm just asking you, like, why is it that we do that? Why do you think you do that?
I do it because I've let people in, and this is, I don't want to go down the story so far road, but like that lyric that he says, I know where you've been, you're ruining men, never again will I let someone in. Like,
Mm.
that's it. So it might not be a girl or like whatever, but it's just like, what, once you like give someone that trust and you like confide in them, and they
It's hard
and
to
they
get it
burn
back from
you,
anybody. Yeah.
like, and they burn you, it's tough to like do that again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's much easier just to keep it in, and like when you see someone trying to help and stuff, you're like, yeah, people tried that before and they burnt me pretty bad. So nah, I'm good, and
S-
push them
s-
away.
I gotta ask. So for you, because I'm gonna tell you how I process things. So for you, is it more when when someone tries to get help, like help you, your your defense mechanism is a lot of it based off of that prior, like let's just call it like a, I don't know what you want to call it, abuse, or like that's not abuse, like it didn't help. Do you just look at it like, hey, no, if that person screwed me over or this situation screwed me over, I don't want to be involved with anybody helping me because if like I've just been scarred by that. Is that, are you just
Yeah,
scarred by that?
yeah, that, and it's kind of like, you know what? You know, I've gotten pretty far on my own. You know what I mean? I've gotten through plenty of shit on my own. Like when no one was around and no one wanted to be around. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I know like that they're trying to help, and it might be part of like what you said. I think it's like 50-50, kind of like
Yeah, I'm just
part
trying
of
to
me.
understand it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like part of me is just kind of like, look, I've done this on my own 100 times. Like, I'm good. I don't need your fucking help. Like that, and then the other part's kind of like you said. Like, it's like, I trusted someone before and I've been there before, and nah, I'm good. I'll do it myself. I don't need your help.
So it's a collaboration then.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
just one thing. I didn't know if there was
No,
one
no.
specific. Do you feel? I don't mean to go down this rabbit hole, but I want to know, man. Like, do you feel also that you want the help, but you can't ask for it because you feel like insecure about the help, or you feel like your ego will
Mm,
let it down?
not, not with certain people.
Okay.
Like, like my girl now, I'd talk to her about everything, like you.
Yeah.
But like, if I don't, uh, this certain, like, there's people I'm friends with that I wouldn't like open up this much about
Yeah.
this shit with. Not that like this is gonna fucking
No, dude. I
like,
hear where you're going with it.
yeah, but
Everyone
like
has those people.
it's not anything against you people. Like, I just don't. You people haven't done anything to me. Like, I just don't talk to people about that stuff. Like, there's people I've been friends with for, I don't know, 15, 20 years now that I don't talk to about this shit. Like,
Dude, I have
nothing
friends that
against.
once I started this whole podcast with you, once we started
Yeah,
this,
that's what
they
I
were like,
mean.
"What? Do
Like,
you, what? This is what you're going through? This
yeah,
is
like
shit." I was
that's
like,
what I mean. Like,
yeah, just don't tell you about it."
I got like so many texts about it, and I'm not trying to be like a dickhead or anything, but like, I just don't talk to you about it because I just like, I don't know, I'm just not comfortable talking to you people about it. Like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but
dude, there's no justification, bro. You don't have to. And I know you're not trying to, but like, yeah, man, there's certain people that are here for certain things, man. Like, I call you for certain things, and I call my sister for certain things. I call
right,
everybody for certain things. They do a particular thing because it's just the way that it works, man. I'm not gonna call, one of my coworker friends that I've known for like 6 years, like about it because we just don't have that relationship. Our relationship is just all the time goofy and funny. Like there's just
yeah,
certain people you open up
exactly.
to, and some people you just don't open up to, and that's okay. But I was just curious if like you just didn't why if you felt like you were screaming from the inside because for me when I get in that state of like I want to be alone, I'm going to get through it my own way, I'm
Mm.
also screaming from the inside. There's like two people inside of me just screaming, help me, get me out of here, please just come in here and give me a hug. Like there's always
Yeah,
somebody that I'm like asking for but I don't really want to. It's fucked up. It's like I put a block up about it.
no, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I definitely understand that. I kind of do the same thing. Like, yeah, it's like you want the help, but like you're also at the same time like, no, I got it.
But it's
Like,
fucked up because I'll lay in my room, right? And I'll
yeah,
be like, I'm going through whatever. Oh, I'm so upset, da 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 da. And I'm just saying in the back of my mind, I can hear it. Subconsciously it's going, someone come in this room and give me a hug right now and talk to me. I want it. But if someone walks in this door right now, I'm gonna tell them to fuck off and leave me
it better
alone.
be the right person, or
Yeah.
like they're
But
getting
even
told.
yeah, but even not, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna say fuck off, but I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to talk right now. And it's like, why can't I just? It's so hard for me to let down my guard and be like, come in and give me a hug. It's what I want, but I just told you to leave me alone. Like that's what I go through too. I know we're
Yeah.
going down a rabbit hole, but I just wanted to see how you went through it, and like I wanted to throw that in there because like for me, it's a mind game. Because then when they leave the room and I just told them to leave, I'm going, why the fuck did I just do that? I could have used a fucking person right now.
Well, I think part of that is like you want like time to just like, I don't know, I'm gonna speak for you, if that's okay.
I need it in written form.
No, I
Now go
think
ahead, dude.
part of that, because I do it too, is I think part of that is like I want some time to like, I guess, process it myself, if that makes sense to you. Like, yeah, I want
Yeah.
someone there, and yeah, I want like, a hug or like whatever it might be. But like at the same time, like I think I push them away a little bit too because I'm like, well, before I open up and go down this rabbit hole with you, like let me see if I can get through this on my own. And if I can't, then
Hmm.
I'll ask you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know what you
So
mean. I
I
feel
think that's
bad.
part of it.
I feel bad. For me, I know I have a mental imbalance. Like it's very clearly a chemical
Yeah.
imbalance. It's very clear. But like, I just feel bad for like my girlfriend and my family members and close friends that like when I do get in that stage and I'm very like, you guys can't see my face right now, but just super like serious and like you can just tell I'm upset. Like I'm not crying, I'm just pissed off, but I'm pissed at myself for thinking a certain way. You can just see I hate seeing the look in like my girlfriend's face and just like I want to help you. And then when she comes to me and just says, "Hey, is there anything I can do, baby?" And I'm just like, "No, I'm just pissed off. Leave me alone." It's like, dude, you're being a dick, and like my back of my head's telling me that, but I still decide to tell her no, and like I'm not yelling at her, but like, "No, I just don't need anybody right now. I just want to be left alone." It's like I there's things I need to work on, but it's like just that like chemical imbalance of like going almost bipolar, like one mood to another. And then an hour later, after I've processed what I'm going through and I'm okay with it and I'm feeling better, I then go through another stage of beating myself up because of the way I either treated people or the way my brain thinks I treated people. Because there's times when I just said no, and that's okay, and I wasn't mean, but I get this obsession that I was super rude and that my facial expressions and how I acted was super rude. And I just feel like that's something that I'm working on. And I just want to throw it out there for people that go through similar situations, or just people who like are, locking themselves in their room and they're super upset and they're sad and they don't want to leave their house or go to work. Something that's really helped me uh, is getting a journal and writing how I feel at that moment. And I have 3 journals, no lie. Like, Batchy, take a look at this. I have 3 journals next to my bed. That's not including under my table, but I have 3 journals. And when I get that upset, not all the time, but when I get that upset, I open the journal and I write exactly how I feel. Because getting it out one way like that is going to help. Because if you can't talk about it, you can write about it. And that will give you so much clarity. I am telling you. And instead of being in your room for 8 hours, you'll be in there for 2, hopefully, And in my journal, I'll just literally write like, I started off my day good, and now I'm pissed off. I was a jackass to my mom, and now I'm beating myself over something that's so simple, and da 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 da. And then by the end of it, I look at that and I go, wow, I feel better, or I feel a little bit more clarity. Maybe I can go talk to somebody about this instead of sheltering myself. And the best thing too about it is when you feel a little down, maybe just read it again and go, wow, I don't want to think like that again, so I'm going to reread it. So sometimes for me, I read it over even when I'm happy, just to be like, I've gone through that and I've beat that. And now I know I can continuously tell myself, try not to go down that rabbit hole when you start feeling anxious or an anxiety ridden thing. And I just wanted everybody to know, like, if you don't have a journal, just get one. And even if you think it's a bullshit, lame idea, just do it. Put it next to your bed. And for all you know, it might work for you. And if not, then maybe just draw some penises in it and laugh later on with your boys. I don't know. But
Yeah, that was pretty well said, man.
yeah, but so that song that you just mentioned, that's what we just went down that whole thing because of that song. And that's, if you wrap that up into a ball, an imaginary ball, and then threw it at the song like it was a Pokemon, that's kind of what that song does. That's what all music does in different ways. Like, we could be talking about a different like subject, but like that song for me and Batch literally just did that. We just took it like a Pokeball and we threw it out there, and that's what's on the inside. And that song can, mean everything to us just like that. And I think it's another example of like all music having such a big, powerful purpose in our lives, and bigger than we even think. And I don't know, man, like, thanks for sharing that song, because I didn't even have that on my list that I wanted to even bring up. And I think that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's a great song for sure. It's on the self-titled album too, by the way.
Which is by far my favorite album.
Yeah. Give us
Um,
another top song you had.
I can. Yeah. So my second favorite song by them is Convalescence. And if you do you know the meaning behind that word, what it means?
No.
Someone recovering from an illness. That is
Huh. I knew how
point
to
blank.
pronounce it. I knew how to pronounce it, but I didn't know what the fuck it meant.
And I didn't know how to pronounce it, but I knew what it meant. Dude, it means someone recovering from an illness. That's just the title of that song. And
Unreal.
you already know what the fuck I'm going to talk about, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
And one of the lyrics in the song is, and now I'm back to the same place that I swore I'd never return to. And if you just heard my rant about having a journal, motherfucker, this is the perfect
Yeah.
time to take out your journal and read about what you've gone through. That lyric right there, again, quote, and now I'm back to the same place that I swore I'd never return to. How many times can you tell me, anybody listening, how many times have you gone back to the same place of whatever it is, fear, anxiety, depression, manipulation? How many times have you gone back to that place and just said to yourself, I've been here before. Why the hell is this happening? I don't want this to happen. And then it happens. How many times has that fucking happened and it irritates the shit out of you? This song hits fucking home with that. Man, it hits
Mm-hmm.
home because that lyric right there is also reminding you, and why I like that song, and go listen to it, because just that lyrics right there hits me hard when my hair's up and I'm going to go to my journal and I'm going to read about what I already went through, or I'm going to think about it. So when I listen to that song, put that song on. If you start feeling a certain way, or if you're like, today's going to be shitty, listen to that song and that lyric that I said. And now I'm back to the same place that I swore I'd never return to. Maybe that'll just tell you real quick, like, don't go down there. Don't go down
Hmm.
there. Don't think shitty
Yeah.
today. Today's going to be a good day. Today's going to be a good day. And on that note, Batchy, I'm just going to give the people some advice that I do that works. Maybe it'll work for you. There's
Yep.
something that I do, and this all correlates with the song. That's why I fucking love music, man, because this is what it's doing. It's making
Hmm.
me go down this hole of like understanding myself better. And so this song, another thing sorry, I'm going I'm getting excited, dude.
Go ahead.
Okay. So there's a thing that I tell myself. We all have shitty days, right? Sometimes we have 5 shitty days. Sometimes we have half a shitty day. I don't know. I give myself this rule. I tell myself I'm allowed to have one shitty day a week, and I better pick it real, real good. And the reason I do this is to train myself to have some self discipline, to train myself that you can't have shitty days every day because it's all in your mindset. If you think you're going to have a shitty day, you're going to have a shitty day. Okay?
Hmm.
So, what I say to myself is you have one shitty day to pick. So, if it's Monday, my first day of the week, and I wake up, I trip down the stairs, my breakfast falls on the floor, I'm driving to work, and somebody rear ends me. If I pick that day, I don't get to have a shitty day Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. No matter what happens, I have to stay positive. I'm allowed one shitty day. So if any of you want to try that, maybe it's Thursday and something shitty happens, embrace the shittiness, be upset, have those, because you can't hide those feelings either. But don't let it control your whole week or your whole day. Have one of those whole days and just tell this sucks. Today sucks. All right. I dropped my coffee. My boss is yelling at me. I was late for work. Fuck it. Enjoy that shitty day. You're going to just embrace it, but don't let it control the rest of your week. So I just want to throw that out there. And that's what that song like meant to me in that whole sense too.
Oh yeah. Love it.
What about you, buddy? Let's hear some more, bro. That literally, dude. I'm just going to say it now. Like, you're up.
That's all you had,
My God, buddy.
dude.
Dude, I
Oh
love more of
man.
their songs. I just didn't have time to write everything down. I told you that's all I have. This is
Um.
yours, buddy. This
All
is
right.
yours to take over. It's your game
Another
changer.
one. Another one. Overstepping. I don't know if you've
No,
listened
I
to this
yep,
one.
yeah, yep. I'm already on it.
I'm pulling all my teeth to try and feel something. Whoa.
That's like you pulling your fingers, bro.
Yeah, like it's just
It's like me biting my
like
lip.
yeah, it's just like that lyric is self-explanatory. Like he's basically doing it like performing like self-harm just so he can feel something, anything besides what he's feeling right then. Another lyric from that.
That was super
Hundreds-
powerful. I just want to say that
yeah,
that lyric right there, that's crazy. That
yeah,
is actually, if you really, really think about that for a second, what
like
you just said, like you literally just said, like he was performing self harm so he could at least feel something rather than what he's feeling.
yeah,
That's fucked
yeah,
up, but it's
yeah.
also really fucking powerful and strong.
I know.
I'm not
I
also,
love it.
I hope that people don't self harm, but
Yeah, me too. Don't
let's
do that.
not, yeah, don't, it's terrible.
Yeah, we're just saying the lyric was powerful.
Yeah. Unless
That's
you're
it.
Freddy Krueger, then I don't know.
I don't give a fuck about that guy.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Another lyric from that song that's like super deep is hundreds of things I've never said, clear the air, let me talk instead, quit twisting the strings you stitched in my back, take off your shoes while you roam around in my head. Like basic, like I don't
Dude, say it again. Say it again.
know. Hundreds of things I've never said, clear the air, let me talk instead, quit twisting the strings that you stitched in my back. Take off your shoes while you roam in my head.
Mm.
Yeah, let that one sink in for a second there. Like it's just like now he wants to get all the words off his chest and he can't because whoever he's talking to won't let him talk. And then We're gonna assume it's a girl. Okay. Like, can we assume that or no?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to assume, but we're
Well,
gonna assume it's a boy.
well, I'm just saying that, like, because the quit twisting the strings that you stitched in my back, like,
No, we're good.
you know
We'll
what I
go.
mean?
I was just yeah.
Like, it's just like he's a puppet or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just crazy. And then obviously he can't get this person out of his head. So take off your shit. So it's almost like they walk around his head quietly. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
Like that's why I thought that was super clever. Actually, like I really
That's
liked that last
that's
little
cool.
because I had a star next to that. Yeah, the music's sick in that song, Overstepping. That's on their second EP, Between You and Me. Two breakdowns, one at the beginning and then one in the middle. Oof, boy. Another good one from Between You and Me, Shackles. Did you listen to this one?
I did, but I'm not. I went through the album.
Love this
I
song.
didn't like if it sang to me, I would like stop and save the song, but it didn't like.
Oh, loved it. Scraping these glass shards from underneath my feet. I'm walking circles in defeat, but I keep scraping these glass shards from underneath your feet. What's mine is yours to forever keep. Just keep away.
So that's Shackles from Between You and Me.
Yeah.
And can you repeat that again?
Scraping these glass shards from underneath my feet. I'm walking circles in defeat, but I keep scraping these glass shards from underneath your feet.
Oh
What's
my
mine is
god,
yours to forever keep. Just keep away.
that's fucking crazy. That's fucking nuts. No, the
That's
only
why
reason I asked you
I'm.
to repeat it was because I literally needed to hear it again. Because like the way my
I
brain works is like hearing it once isn't
yeah.
enough.
Like that's why I'm so surprised you didn't like that song. Like I figured, and then there's another one. So between you and me, I'm not so good at these kinds of things. Set me down on my own 2 feet. Another year flew by so fast. Another year I'll mark as my last.
Mm.
It's getting harder to point the blame anywhere but back at me. Like
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's just nuts. Like so, like I can picture him like sitting there, New Year's Eve, clock strikes midnight. He's like, "Yeah, this is gonna be the last one of these."
Mm.
Like he's just like, "Yeah, I'm not doing this ever again."
Mm.
Like, and then the scraping these glass shards from underneath my feet. I'm walking circles in defeat, but I keep scraping these glass shards from underneath your feet. Like it's so crazy. Like to try and break that down.
I'm just shaking my head. You can't see me, but I'm shaking my head. Yeah.
Like what do you like? How would you break that one down?
Say it one more time for me. The whole thing.
Scraping these glass shards from underneath my feet. I'm walking circles in defeat, but I keep scraping these glass shards underneath your feet. What's mine is yours to forever keep. Just keep away.
I don't know. That's I mean, it obviously sounds like
Dude,
somebody he can't like whether it's get off his mind or somebody that's still
he just
bothering
can't
him.
keep away from.
Yeah,
Like he's
exactly.
obviously like
No matter what, no matter what he's done, it's still there. It's almost like some permanent damage was done to him and it still follows him to this day.
yeah. It's just so crazy.
That's
Like
a very that's a very that's a very deep one. It's a
yeah,
very personal one. I'd like to hear what he has to say about that one.
I know because I like that one a
Yeah.
lot, definitely.
What else you got for lyrics and stuff like that or favorite songs?
Solitude, also from Between You and Me.
It's a
That
great
might be
one.
my favorite
That's a fucking great one.
Belmont record. Um, I did my best to admit I'm wrong. Took the blame for far too long. Well, you're stuck inside your head. I've been stuck inside my bed. I feel like I'm losing ground, climbing up just to fall back down.
Okay, okay.
Motherfucker.
Just a, just
Nailed
another
it.
note. Fucking killed it. Just another. This is another band that just
Like, just gets
seemingly
it.
understands mental health and depression.
Yeah.
Just
Like, they
super
just
hardcore.
fucking get it. Like, fuck me. Up. Like, so good, dude.
It's just another band that absolutely kills it. Like you can't. It feels like we're beating a dead horse with every episode. It just feels like we're hitting these.
I know.
You understand the direction we're going here, people?
Yeah.
Okay, we're coming out to play. The same
Ready?
things are going on and on. This is
And
fucking
then,
nuts.
you ready for this one? This isn't the same song.
Hit me with the whammy.
I'm just a placeholder, nothing to care over. I'm just a dot on the map.
Ooh, put the paper down.
Fuck.
Mm.
So sick.
Bro,
Like, basically saying he's just nothing. He's just a little, like,
little dot.
yeah, that's it.
There's a
He's
little
just,
ant in the world.
that's how he feels.
Who else has felt like that?
Me. You.
Me, probably me over here. Oh, who's Dave?
Oh,
Who's
wow,
that?
okay. Dave's not here, man.
This is another dude. This band's again. If you're struggling with anything and you want to listen to somebody,
Like, this is the band I gave Steve to listen to
yeah, I didn't
when
know
he
about
was
this band.
when you were going in quarantine and you
Yeah,
were
we
going
talked about it
through.
last episode. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the band from last episode that Batch had put me onto in quarantine. I mean, I knew of them because I remember that you've talked about it before prior to this.
right.
But this is the band that you gave me to listen to during quarantine and stuff. But man, did they? The cool thing about them, again, reverting back to like what we started with, they're heavy, dude. So Movements, the last band we talked about, which is like more, or second to last band we talked about, which is more like calm and collected, but they
So
understand.
I would say this band is like a day to remember. Fucked movements. And here's Belmont. Would you not agree with that?
I would say they use no condom.
Yeah, like lyrically, their
Just
movements.
just did it,
Musically, they're a day to remember.
let it go,
Basically,
spewed it
not.
out.
I mean, don't like hold me like you said they're 100% a day to remember. No. Like sorta. You know.
I would just say the music wise,
Yeah, they're like similar,
instruments.
similar, similar to a day to remember. Not the same,
So the
similar.
exact same as a day to remember and
Yeah,
nothing more.
better. Because similar means better now.
Well, I am very.
Pat. So, ready for the granddaddy of them all?
I want you to slam me with your face and hurt my
Dude.
heart.
This song, if you're going to listen, like, if you're depressed or you're going through something mental health wise right now, you need to go to Spotify. Shout out Spotify.
Shout out Spotify.
Search Belmont. Hit the discography button. Find Vicissitude. Scroll down till you get to Old Wounds, and you listen to Old Wounds on repeat. This song is my favorite Belmont song ever. They haven't been around very long. I know. But it nails it. This song fucking nails it. You like this song, Steven?
Hell yes.
You got anything
Hell
you want to
yes.
say about this song, Steven?
No, I want you to go off because I know you want to go off.
Okay.
I want the batch
this
to let
song,
loose.
like literally, just it like I was when I was going through some stuff. This song got me through it at one point because you're up and down all the time. So this song definitely helped me immensely. The lyric.
What record was this off? I know you said it. I just want you to. Okay.
Vicissitude. I believe it's VICISSI Tude. TUDE.
Get your attitude out of here.
Yeah, Vicissitude.
So fucking stupid. Sorry, go ahead.
So the lyrics, and I'm breaking down my walls for once to take a look inside of where I chose to hide. And I'm shutting down inside again to act like I'm better off, breaking all my promises. Okay. So we're gonna talk about that one teeny tiny bit.
Break her down.
So he's taking a look inside of himself, like his mind, where he chose to hide. So, like, where do you go when you don't want to talk about something, when you don't feel like you have anyone to talk to, when you don't, you know, inside. So he's taking a look in there. Now he's shutting down inside again. Now he's like, nope, we're not gonna go there. We're just gonna act like I'm better off breaking all of my promises. So it's like the way I look at that is like you promised you were gonna go somewhere, right? Like I promised you, me and you were gonna hang out, and then you're just like, nah, I'm not gonna hang out with you. I'm just gonna stay home in bed instead.
Mm.
That's the way I took it. I don't know how you took that lyric.
I wanted to bring up the ending of that song.
We're not there yet.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
The ending is the best, but
The ending is so good.
then I guess you would call it the chorus. What's the point of changing colors when the image stays the same? I swear I'd lie to make you happy, but I'm so drained of my dishonesty. Like you can break that down any fucking way you want to. Like, what's the point of changing colors when the image stays the same? Like, how do you take that one? Is he talking about himself? Like,
I
what's the
took it
point?
as like no matter what I do,
Yeah, that's what I'm
everything
saying.
seems the same, and that's literally
Yeah.
what he's saying. And he's just using the analogy of colors. Like no matter what color I am or what color it is,
Yeah,
it's still it's like
it's
if I'm
gray.
gray.
It's gray.
Wow,
Like, yeah.
like we planned saying gray. No, but yeah, that's how I took it. The same way, it's self-explanatory in its own way, and like, but yeah, man, that's
you could
how you
also
can
look at
be.
it like relationship wise.
Hmm.
Like if it's a shitty toxic relationship, you can put a bow on it, do whatever you want, change colors, but it's still the same thing,
Yep.
you know?
Hence the old.
Friendships you could do that with.
Yep.
Anything you could do that with. I swear I'd lie to make you happy, but I'm so drained of my dishonesty. So it's like to me that's him lying saying he's happy just to make this person happy.
Yeah.
But in reality, he's just so drained and so done being pretending to be happy that he just can't do it anymore.
Hmm.
I don't know how you took that.
I took it the same way, dude. Honestly, I could break it down, but it's literally the same thing. I took it the exact same way.
Now, what did you think of the quote from the Peaceful Warrior that they threw in there from the movie?
Ooh. Mm.
Like, in the song when it's like, it sounds like it's gonna, like, it's just the drums and like the synth in there. And then it cuts to like the movie scene.
Yeah.
And it's just like a little quote from it. There's never nothing going on if you're looking with a clear mind. Start with the past. Understand something. There's nothing you can do to change it. The past is completely out of your control. You're up on the edge and you're thinking to yourself, last time I didn't do so good. The past now has all your control and concentration. So throw it out. Like, that's so fucking powerful, dude.
It's also the key to happiness.
It is. Like, you could sit there and it's like, you could sit there you could wake up. So this goes to you with your one shitty day a week. You could have a shitty day Monday, right?
Yeah.
That's your shitty day. You could wake up Tuesday and be like, wow, yesterday was really shitty. Bam, Tuesday's shitty.
Yep.
Instead of waking up saying, today's going to be a good day.
Yep.
That's, because once you start thinking about the past, like,
game over.
that's it. It's in there.
Game over.
That's it. Now you're going down the rabbit hole. So it's like,
You can't change the past.
no, you can't. There's nothing you can do. It is what it is.
You gonna dwell on it all day?
Sure. Does it blow? Yeah. Like, does that mean you can't think about it and be sad about it sometimes?
No, you absolutely can.
Yeah, 100% you can. But
you can't let it control you. You can't let it
Exactly.
control your future because then your future is just your past, and that can't be a
Right.
thing. There's no growth. There's no
No,
growth in
nothing.
that. And
No,
that's not
exactly.
saying I don't do that either. I'm not
I
saying I'm
definitely do it.
like exactly, and that's
100%.
so like but if we can acknowledge it and have self-awareness, that can change the whole thing.
Yeah.
That just like you said about the whole,
Eh,
the whole stigma, the whole like 1 day a week having it. But if you can acknowledge it, even if you wake up Tuesday after Monday having a shitty day, and you're like, oh fuck, yesterday sucked. I hope today's better. Instead of saying
Damn,
right,
you twisted it right
you
there.
you did. But if you can have awareness, and when you say that, you wake up, and if you start saying that, right there is self-awareness to say, no, 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 no,
But today could be better.
no. It's gonna be better. It's going to be better.
Yep.
It's going to be great. And look yourself in the mirror, tell yourself you love yourself, and get the fuck out there, strap your boots, get to work, and just do what you got to do. But the
Hell
moment
yeah.
you start twisting yourself to what you could have done, should have done, what had happened, what isn't happening, those are all words that are going to completely twist your day around. And
Yeah.
there's just no easy way to get out of that besides just saying no, today is going to be great, or today I'm going to have a fantastic. It goes back to the whole thing. I'm going to beat a dead horse. Like, if you start telling your mind things, it's going to believe it. Your mind is
Hmm.
so much more powerful than you actually realize, so much more powerful. And if you can start to take control of that, your life is going to change for the better and for you. And you will start becoming the Nick you want to be, the Steve you want to be, the so and so you want to be. Once you can take control of that little piece in your mind that tells you, you're not worthy or today sucks. Once you take a part of that, you can honestly control how your life's going to go. But if the more you sit there and tell yourself, today sucks, the more today is going to absolutely suck.
Yeah, absolutely. So now we're at Steve's favorite part.
My favorite part. Who, Steve, and what's his
And
favorite
my
part?
favorite part.
This is the intro to Steve's favorite part.
The
Yeah.
ending.
The ending. Okay. My favorite part of this gosh darn song was the ending. And I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it now. I wish that I could tell you what I believe. I wish that I could let you know I hate every breath I breathe. I just wish that I could be the same. I just wish that I could be.
Oh,
Again,
fuck.
ready? I wish that I could tell you what I believe. I wish that I could let you know I hate every breath I breathe. I just wish that I could be the same. I just wish that I could be.
That was a little dramatic, but
Well, you know
what?
what? You got to give it a little spicy there. God, it sounded good. But damn, bro, did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear
um,
that? God
and
damn it, he's going off about that shit. That goes back to what the freak we just talked about. That goes back to
he
exactly what we just talked about. Oh my God.
he screams this.
He fucking yells it, man, because he
Like,
fucking feels it. Go
oh
listen to that.
man, dude.
Just go
Yeah.
listen to that. Go listen
If
to the
you don't
goddamn
listen,
last 30 seconds or whatever the
yeah,
fuck it
if you
is.
don't the last minute and a
Holy
half of that
shit.
song, like if you don't listen to anything we tell you to listen to, just please go listen to the last minute and a half of Old Wounds by Belmont, and fuck me if you don't fucking like it.
Right in his
Like,
gosh darn ear.
oh my god. Like, just that ending is so perfect.
It kind of sums up like this whole conversation too. I'm not ending the pod. I'm just saying like it
No,
just
yeah.
sums up like it's such a great song to pick as like the banger, as like the headline. Like, man, does he kill it. I wish that I could tell you what I believe. I wish that I could let you know I hate every breath I breathe. That's
Like,
dark, man.
so deep and so that's where I say they get the movements from, because that's such a movements lyric. Like, it's just so crazy, like how deep that lyric is.
He
Just
ends it
that
with "I
one.
wish I could be." Dude, what the fuck does that mean? That's such a open. I know what it
Yeah,
means, but like you don't
yeah.
want to like that. Being is what you're doing. You don't even know what you want to like. I
You
could
don't even know
be. You
what you
just
want to be.
not
You
just.
just want
I
to
wish
be.
that I could be like just. I wish I could just be a human being. I wish I could just be myself. Is what he's saying. I wish I could just be myself, and I
Yeah.
can't even do that. And I really wish I could. Fucking sit down and think about the fact how many times do you wish you could just be stronger or be who you are? How many times have you told yourself like, I just want to be the real me, or I just want you to see me who I am. I have so much potential, but it's not there, and I know it's in there. Like, God damn, God damn, he hits that on the head.
Yeah, he definitely fucking does with that lyric. Like it's just what they do. Like they just nail the feeling of being alone like that, and well, not being, but feeling alone, and just like I think the fact that he screams it too just makes it, because like how many times inside have we done that? Like you're on the inside and like someone's like you're talking to someone and you're just like pretending to be happy and you're just like, I just want to tell you what I believe. Like I literally just want to look at you right now and I just want to be like, you know what? I hate every single breath I'm breathing right now. Like, and you can't, because people will be like, oh my God, what just that?
Oh my God,
like,
why are you telling me real shit right now?
yeah, like why aren't we just talking about like something like the football game? Like,
Yeah. Why aren't the Red Sox good? And why is this election 7 weeks long?
oh, what's not?
I mean, gosh, it should be over.
But yeah, like it's just like what goes on. I'm sure inside a lot of your heads is that what's going on, and what this is what's going on. Like whether like that doesn't mean that you're gonna go and act on any, like you could hate every breath you breathe, but that doesn't mean that like you want to die. You know, so like, do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Like
I only get really really dark like that at certain times. It's
sometimes,
not
yeah,
it's not
that's not
a
all the time
no,
thing.
it's not a every week thing even. It's literally just it happens and for me it happens a little more than I'd like to admit, but it happens. But like we're not talking about those like specifically those. Like it could literally just be like, wow, I really hate my job. I don't want to be here. These people fucking suck. They're annoying as hell and I really wish I could just be who I want to be right now and da 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 da
Yeah,
da. It could be I'm going through school and I'm not where I want to be, or I don't want to do this, make this degree anymore in this, or whatever. I don't know. I'm just giving examples. Like it doesn't have to be as like depressing and dark as fucking like I don't even know who I am. Why should I be here anymore?
right. No, it doesn't. But
It can. It totally can. And that's how you
yeah,
feel. That you're totally welcome to have those feelings. All your
oh
thoughts and
yeah,
all your feelings are yours and you're allowed to have those. And don't let anybody tell you differently because you are
hell
your
yeah.
own person. And fuck
You
them.
feel however the fuck you want to feel.
Goddamn
And
right.
if you want to fucking tell people that you just want to fucking swan dive off the fucking Tobin Bridge, fuck them. Tell them you want to swan dive. Don't do it.
Don't you fucking do it. I'll
Don't.
be down there to fucking give you a 10 and also a
Well, if you,
parachute so you're good.
yeah, all right. Then,
I don't know how I'm gonna
swan,
fucking get a parachute on you once you jump, but I got you.
yeah, just don't jump.
Just don't
You can
jump.
tell people you're gonna jump, but just
Yeah,
don't.
just don't do it. Just
And
express yourself
if
however you
those,
want.
yeah, if
Yeah.
those people want to fucking overreact and be fucking try and be a hero, then let them. But just be you. That's all that matters.
Be you.
Yeah.
BEU. Be a beautiful. Jim.
Beautiful.
BEA beautiful. Whoa.
So
I
yeah, man.
think give
That
Belmont a
is,
listen.
yeah, definitely check out Belmont. Check out the song. We'll give you the songs again to listen to that we definitely enjoy the most. Um, I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead. You have a lot more than me.
All right. So songs you should check out by Belmont. Hollowed Out, that's on their self-titled record. Overstepping, From Between You and Me. Shackles, From Between You and Me. Solitude, From Between You and Me. And Old Wounds on Vicissitude.
I got Pushing Daisies on their self-titled album. And how do you pronounce it, Batch?
Convalescence.
Convalescence. Um, and that is also the self-titled, right? Am I wrong about that?
I think that's on Between You and Me.
Don't you fucking lie to me.
I'm not. Hold on. Sweet Lord. We're a
You.
podcast. Nope, it is on self-titled.
Yeah, that's right. We already knew it. Yeah, Yes. So check them out and give them a glimpsey poo.
Yeah, definitely give Belmont a solid listen for sure. Look at
Would you just look at that?
that. Yeah, don't just look, listen. Like
Oh yeah. Would you just listen to that?
they're an up and comer. They're gonna be huge. So,
Just like me.
oh fuck, man.
Talking about my nipples. I have to put deodorant on them sometimes. They're so smelly.
Holy fuck.
You ever done that?
No.
Do you ever put deodorant on weird places on your body and hope that that like helps?
Yeah, so anyway, like also don't forget to check out Reflections, Belmont's newest DP. We didn't really talk about that
We
too
didn't.
much.
We all disregarded my damn fucking question, but it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm a
anyhow,
little hurt.
let's talk about Reflections for a minute because
Atch, I have to ask you real quick,
what? Go
and it's
ahead.
not about my nipples.
Yeah, what?
It's about the self-titled album.
What about it?
I just want to know your rating.
That album gets us.
I want to know.
That album gets like an 8.3 out of 10.
Ooh.
That album bangs.
The self-titled album from Stephen Carafone gave it an 8.6, a solid 8.6 from Steven. That's right.
Just to be better than me.
I don't think I've ever given a high score like that.
No. Well, yeah, you did with Movements.
Did I? Was it an 8 though?
No, I think it was. No, it was an 8. Yeah, I think we were at an 8. With
It's
Movements.
good. It is
Yeah.
good. 8.6 from me. But
Yeah.
yeah, let's talk about Reflections real quick before you guys head off with checking Belmont on. Reflections came out in 2020. It's their latest album that they dropped.
EP.
Sorry about that. Yeah, it's their EP that they dropped. Reflections is their EP they dropped in 2020. When did it come out, Batchy? Do you know the exact date? Was it like March or something like that?
I think it was March. Yeah.
It was early. Yeah, I believe it was in March.
Holy hell.
Really good.
Like, yeah.
Really, really good. More or less the same Belmont you're going to get from self-titled, I think.
Yeah, they definitely experimented a little bit. Like
you can tell they're going to not a different route, but you can tell they definitely experimented. That's a better word. Yeah.
Like the beginning of the songs. Like remember when I sent you By My Side and you were like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? Like the first 30 seconds sound like a hip hop song starting. And then it just drops and it's like, whoa.
Yeah, because they're using that like electric fucking. Yeah, they do. It does have a hip hop thing. It's weird.
Like Dead Weight does too. Like the beginning of Dead Weight.
Is that piano?
Yeah,
that they're using. It's fucking sick. It's like
yeah,
it definitely is
crazy.
experimental. It's sick, but like I don't know if you've seen an interview from when they dropped their self-titled album in 2017 EP. And when they dropped that, there was an interview with it, and I listened to it, and they were saying that after that album, they were excited because they were going a different way with their music, the way they wanted to go. Because they were saying they found themselves, they came through high school together and they found what they liked. And then they were starting to get big and touring. And then they were coming out with these EPs and dropping an album. And they were like, this is more the route we wanted to go. I thought it was pretty interesting after they dropped.
And it's crazy to realize that after fucking 2 EPs and an album. To be like, yeah, this next EP, we're going to do something totally different.
Yeah,
and
they blew up.
Like, it really wasn't totally, like, we say totally different, but this
really
EP really isn't totally different. It's Belmont. Like, you'll know it's Belmont, and, like, trust me, you're going to love it. Like, it's 6 songs, and it's just fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's only 6 songs, so you can listen to that.
What did you rate that one out?
I get it at 8.3.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it, dude. And again, I just listened to it again today, the whole thing.
Yeah, I'd say all of their like Belmont as a whole, I think collectively gets like an 8.5 from me.
Yeah, if we had to round it out, I'd give it that for sure. They're really good, dude. They're really
they are.
For me, the reason I'm giving them such a high score is because
they're creative. They're different.
Thank you. Yeah, they're super creative, and you'll hear that. And I love heavier music. Love heavier music.
Like I think we talked about it with like Citizen and Turnover. How we were like, how we were kind of like, like they just don't like it.
It's
like weird that we got into Movements as much as we did, because like we normally don't like that type of like mellow, like laid
Soothing,
back.
calming. Yeah,
Like we normally aren't into that, but like Belmont is definitely right up our alley.
they just slap. They go hard,
They
man.
do.
They just go hard.
They do. For sure. They're not your generic pop punk. You know,
Yeah.
they're not your neck deep. They're not your
The only thing pop punk about them is the vocalist, is the way he's like the way he sounds. That's honestly to me the only
yeah.
reason they're pop punk is because of the vocalist. If I heard that music with any other vocalist, if I just heard
Uh,
that music, you'd never hear me say pop punk.
I don't know. The self-titled album was kind of pop punky.
Yeah, I can see it. I still
Like
am gonna stick with it. I just really think,
their EPs are definitely what you're talking about, though.
yeah,
So if you're more into the heavy stuff, give the EPs a shot, and if you like more pop punk, give self-titled a shot first. Right? Would you say? Would you agree with that?
yeah. No, I agree with that. It's more, and then obviously, getting signed to big names and stuff like that, and like that
Yeah.
is like you can just tell they went it. Like they didn't go a different route. It's just like even it's just better. I mean,
I think Pure Noise is really good.
yeah,
Like in that sense that they'll let them kind of, some record labels will tell the artist what they want them to do on the record.
yeah,
Like I don't feel like Pure Noise does that. If you know what I'm talking about,
yeah. No, I think they give them a lot of
like a long leash.
yeah,
Like they're kind of like, yeah, do whatever you want type
yeah,
of. Well, don't do exactly whatever you want, but
yeah. I agree with
so
that.
yeah, that is Belmont for you people.
Wunderbar.
Definitely check them out.
Yes, sir.
You got anything else?
Nope. We can just talk and hang out.
That's it. All right. How's life been, man?
Same shit, brother. Got some new ink.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Maybe you can
Ninth
post.
Realm. Shout out to the Ninth Realm Gallery Tattoo Shop in Salem, Massachusetts.
So hold on. We're gonna beef for a minute. You came out to Salem. You came to Salem,
Yes.
and you didn't. You didn't fucking hit me up.
Yep.
I live in Lynn.
Dude, you weren't there.
Lynn's down the street.
I know. I should have hit
Where
you
was
up.
I?
I don't know. You were probably there.
I was definitely there. Was it Sunday? It was Sunday, wasn't it?
No, it was Tuesday. In the middle of the day at like
I
12
was at
o'clock.
work. Oh, I was holding signs.
What do you mean you were holding signs? You protesting?
No. I was. My local union asked me to hold signs for the presidential election, and I volunteered and did it.
Well, I hope you got paid.
I just said I volunteered.
Well, I don't like you, so that's another thing.
I don't fucking like you. You came to my fucking neck of the woods.
I came to you. I came all over it.
Stop. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I
Well,
was in Salem on Tuesday at 12, and I was there till 7.
Not. Wow. Thanks. Thanks, bud. Thought we were friends.
Dude, I knew you were
Again,
working.
I was not actually. Then no.
You were protesting, so
Wasn't protesting anything. Stop saying I was
you
protesting.
were picketing.
No, I wasn't.
You pretty much started a riot.
No, I didn't.
I saw you.
You how?
I was watching.
Oh, okay. So what's the new ink of?
It's a
Tell us.
It is a bear.
And that doesn't change the fact that you people should go to Generation 1 Tattoo in Plymouth.
Absolutely not.
Doesn't.
Absolutely not. It's kind of cool. No, I've been wanting to get this tattoo for months.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Almost a year now. And like, I just want my sleeve to be done. But anyways, yeah. I follow this guy. He's really, really good. His name's Gabriel. I'm actually going to give him a shout out. I want to figure out his like real name so that I give him a proper shout out because I told him about this and all that stuff. But I was on Instagram Sunday night and he posted, I had a mess up on my schedule. I can fit someone in either tomorrow or the day after. And I messaged him with like no hopes of actually doing that because he's got like thousands of followers and I figured he'll just snag someone he probably knows. But yeah, he responded. He said he liked it. He does animal portraits incredibly well. And yeah, so I snagged it up for Tuesday. His name's Gabriel Londis. You can check him out on Instagram. It's Drawing Dead Art. It's pretty simple. I don't really need to spell that. Drawing Dead Art. Check him out. His work's phenomenal. But yeah, I got that done. He's gonna do my whole sleeve, and I'm very excited about it. And we'll see what comes. Also, I wanted to say that the story so far dropped their new merch, dude. I know I sent you the thing, and I'm probably sure you saw it before me, but that's fucking excited, and I probably want all of it. And
Yeah,
my girl is gonna
definitely.
buy me something. I already know it. So if you
Yeah.
haven't, girlfriend, buy it for me now, bitch, or I'll dump your ass.
I
Stupid.
won't dump you, Tori. Don't worry. Just if you can, please buy me some Story So Far merch.
Do it now.
And don't shrink it in the dryer like you did my other two sweatshirts. That's what she did. She did it on purpose. I know
She
she did.
probably did. She probably wanted to see the belly.
No.
Just Britney Spears it.
She wanted them
Hit
so
me,
she could
baby.
wear them herself.
Oh, oh, I was
So
off.
she
Sorry.
shrunk them in the dryer so she could wear them herself.
Ooh, sorry, these don't fit no more.
That's what. Yeah. Oh, I'll just wear it. Oh, I didn't think anything of it until the second one happened, and I was like, wait a minute,
Jesus Christ,
what
what
the
are you?
fuck's going on here?
Unbelievable, dude. I wouldn't do
Yeah.
that to you, bro.
So she owes me two sweatshirts,
Yeah,
whether she
easy.
likes it or not,
Yeah,
or four t-shirts, whatever. I don't
yeah.
care.
7 tank tops, 8 thongs.
More like 15 thongs, but sure.
Yeah, we're getting on it. I don't know what
Yeah.
that means, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. No, dude, nothing's new, man. That's the same shit.
Nice, dude.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
exciting. Love getting new ink. It's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'm gassed because like now my sleeve is like half done. Like I just need it filled in, and then the other side, and like it's like I'm so stoked, dude. And he's
Yeah.
incorporating mad shit that like is super cool. And I had a really great ass conversation with him about like life in general. His energy level was like on another level. It was super peaceful. And then
Hell
he
yeah.
actually mentioned something that I like want to get into, not today, but like I think we should have a whole episode on this. Tattoo.
DMT? Yeah. No, go ahead.
Yeah. I think we should have a whole episode on tattoos
Yeah.
and how they correlate with mental health.
What
And
specifically with me and you?
just in general, but yeah, we'll talk about us. But like he was just saying, he said, I wonder if tattoos can correlate with your podcast and like mental health because you're changing your body to look a different way that makes you feel better about yourself. And whether that's just like, I like the art or I don't like this part of me and I want to cover it up or something. I was like, dude, I don't want to get into it, dude, because I know we can go down a crazy way. And just like the meaning behind the tattoos themselves, like, dude, those are big things I didn't even think about would be like correlated into like happiness in like mental health in that sense. So I was like, dude, yeah, that would be sick to do an episode like that because how many tattoos are on you that mean everything to you or have like such a big
Like
purpose
all
to
of
you?
them.
You know what I'm exactly, dude.
Basically all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So I think
mean,
that would be cool. It'd be pretty cool.
absolutely. So
I
that's
think,
what's coming, people.
yeah, yeah. Check it out
Like, fuck yeah.
right now. Okay, so just kidding. Let me say this: if you haven't shopped at Hot Topic, you should start shopping there now. They're having
Why?
a sale for 16% off one item. And I think if we end everything right now, we'll make it in time.
What?
Exactly. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Like, why did you say 16%? Like, what is the Hot Topic have to, what?
What are you talking about?
Like, you literally were like, Hot Topic's having a sale for
Dude,
16.
we're going to Hot Topic right
Yeah.
now. We're going to the mall. We're going to Hot Topic right now.
Mall's closed, buddy.
No, it's not. We're opening it up.
Oh.
We are the mall guys.
I drew a house.
Hey everybody, Nick and I just want to make a quick reminder that if you or anybody you know is struggling with suicide, to please call this number, 1-800-273-8255. Thank you guys.